This weekend between India and Pakistan, explosions were once again heard across major cities across the region. Dozens have been killed on both sides in fighting which started on Wednesday between the two enemy nuclear powers, triggering an apparent mediation effort from the United States. India and Pakistan have fought several wars with each other, often involving the disputed Kashmir region. This most recent fighting followed an April 22nd terrorist attack that killed more than 24 tourists in the Indian-controlled part of Kashmir. Pakistan denied any connection, but India attacked Pakistan in response. Now, the enmity between India and Pakistan centers on Kashmir. It's a mountainous area. It's this area here. It's about the size of Utah. It's surrounded by India, by Pakistan, by Afghanistan in the northwest, and by China in the east. Kashmir has a long and rich history. It's been inhabited by many peoples, including Buddhists, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, and Dogras. In 1846, at the end of the First Anglo-Sikh War, a loosely defined border resembling today's Kashmir region was drawn. And it acted as a sort of a buffer zone between the British Empire and the Indian, which was in the Indian subcontinent, which it controlled as a colony starting in 1858, and the Russian and Chinese empires. Flash forward to 1947, when India and Pakistan both gained independence from Great Britain. Some states became part of majority Hindu India. Other parts became part of majority Muslim Pakistan. The Maharaja of Kashmir initially tried to remain independent, but eventually opted to be part of India, a decision that didn't sit well with the majority of Kashmiris. War soon broke out between Pakistan, which rejected that decision and claimed Kashmir as its own, and India. That war ended with a UN-brokered ceasefire, with a line established dividing Kashmir. Now, that line was supposed to be temporary, but it became the official line of control in 1972, following the Third Indo-Pakistani War, and that border is still in place today. Pakistan administers the northern and western portions, which are comprised of Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. India administers the areas of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Also, China controls about 15% of the eastern portions of Kashmir. It's important to note that both India and Pakistan are U.S. allies, and perhaps most importantly, both of them have nuclear weapons. And there have been multiple deadly conflicts and incidents since the end of the last Indo-Pakistani War in 1972. However, things had been relatively calm for several years until the April 22nd attack. India blamed Pakistan and vowed retaliation. On Wednesday, India struck several sites in both Pakistan and Pakistani-controlled Kashmir and inside of Pakistan itself. Pakistan responded with its own strikes, both in Indian-controlled Kashmir and inside India. The situation escalated by the day, with India and Pakistan trading attacks. The United States, Saudi Arabia, China, Qatar, and even Iran were involved in separate and urgent diplomatic efforts to bring about a ceasefire. Well, 24 hours ago, a ceasefire was announced, but within hours, explosions and strikes were reported in both Indian and Pakistani-administered Kashmir, each side blaming the other for violence.